Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your Week 8 Power Rankings. We did miss last week. There wasn't much of a change, but this week, I shook everything up. It was like a little snow globe, dude. I just put it in there, shook it up, threw all the records aside and said, let me see the best teams, top to bottom, 1 through 12. And here's how we're going to rank them this week. We're going to rank them of fantasy heaven, fantasy seeking, you know, some people are seeking, and fantasy purgatory, fantasy hell. All right. So one of those options. All right. 3 things to start. I just want to start off by saying we had the closest game in the entire fantasy football history, decided by 0.1 points. Decided by 0.1 points. Monday Night Football victory, unbelievable. What a game. 2 weeks ago, we had a 0.05 game. Lots of tight games, lots of squeeze them out things, crazy competitive. I actually appreciate it from this league. This week, right now, currently, bye weeks are going to be a killer. Bye weeks are absolutely going to be a killer. We got Mark entering in. Here we go, Mark, enter in. And then, so number 2, bye weeks killer. Number 3, my bold predictions. I did make bold predictions last week. They're imprinted into my Google Sheets. So if anybody wants to, you know, say like I didn't do it, whatever, my things are on lock right now, okay? If I'm picking you to win for the week, it's a guaranteed lock, dude. You're gonna win, okay? So I do want to give a quick couple shout outs. Taryn losing by 0.01. David with a Monday Night Football. I think I'm going to win. I'm not going to win. I think I'm going to win. I'm not going to win. Halloween was scary for lots of folks, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of folks. Let's get on to the thing that we are here for. That is Power Rankings. I can't believe my kids are talking. My wife's just on her phone like she's not supposed to be doing something, controlling the kids around here. My God, here we go. So, number 1. In the power rankings this week. Fantastic, okay? Gotta love it. Let me get my Google Sheets out. Number 1 in fantasy heaven. That would be Waddle House, Justin Ramirez. He's got a record of 5-3. And then I'm going to tell you what they're ranked against points allowed. Because again, David, before we got on this thing, he was correct. Points allowed tells you a lot about victories in this league. Points allowed. So he is 8th in points allowed. That's why he's doing so well. But he's also just putting together just nonstop great. I don't know what just happened, y'all. Oh, there we go. Nonstop great victories. Big 120-point games. Guy's been awesome. The team is good. Stay the course. Congrats, Justin. You don't want to be peaking too early, okay? Peaking too early is a problem. Number 2 in the fantasy heaven tier, just living on cloud 9. The cheetah always wins. My grandmother is absolutely tearing that booty up. Okay, let me tell you. 4-4. She's 4-4. 5th in points allowed. And the reason why, what does she need for fantasy salvation? Fantasy salvation? The resurrection of Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts, like Jesus from the ground. Roll the stone away. Here comes Kyle Pitts. All right. Number 3, Taryn. Now you see me, now you don't. 4-4, ranked 11th in points allowed. That is good. That's a good sign, yet maybe her record should be better. No, that's a bad sign. Bad sign. Bad sign. Sorry, flip that. What does she need for fantasy salvation? She needs to be, it's hard to be Christian in San Francisco. It's hard to be a Christian in San Francisco. Anybody get that? Christian McCaffrey joke? All right, here we go. Number 4, again, in fantasy heaven, number 4, Daxney Johnson, 5-3, 2nd in points allowed, which actually creates a huge advantage for him. The reason why he's 5-3 is that, what does he need for fantasy salvation? The healing. The absolute, somebody lay hands on Dak Prescott. Here we go. Get him back in the game. Then last in the fantasy heaven tier, again, 5 teams really dominating the league right now. That would be David Hildebrand, suddenly pierced legs. Fantastic record at 5-3. This is his big problem. This guy would be, truthfully, probably only lost one game, but he has the 12th in points allowed. He gets everybody's worst matchup every week, okay? What does he need for fantasy salvation? Carry me Mahomes. Carry me Mahomes. Mahomes has got to lead the way, baby. He needs a first place quarterback every single week. All right, now we're on to the seeking tier. The seeking tier is really a couple people. We're going to go with Taylor Made to Be My Year. My man was dominating. 5-0, now 0-3, and fourth in points allowed. Guy is collapsing in front of our eyes, ladies and gentlemen. My grandfather just collapsing, okay? You don't need it. What does he need for fantasy salvation? He needs the Holy Land to be Buffalo, New York. He wants the Holy Land to be Buffalo, New York, okay? You need Buffalo Steve. You need Josh Allen to dominate. It's unbelievable, okay? Dominic Trufalo standing tall at 5-3, okay? In the nick of time. He's still seeking. Don't trust the team long-term. I do see a bit of fumbling along the way. Third in points allowed. Fantasy salvation, what does he need? He needs Kyler Murray to find some happiness in Arizona. Can he find a little bit of joy with playing with some weapons like DeAndre Hopkins and Marquise Brown and all these people that he's got on his team? Find some joy in some football, Kyler Murray. He does that, and maybe he takes off. What else we got? Let's let the Saints say Amen. He is now on a cruise. Mackenzie Mummy, he is 8th in the league. He is also 3-5. But let me tell you, my man is 9th in points allowed. And at this point, here's what he needs for fantasy salvations. No more trades. Stay the course, sir. Follow the path that the Lord has directed you, sir. You do not need any single more different players. Just stay the course. You got a good squad now. See what you can pull out. Last in the seeking tier, we got the Red Solo Cup. John Kerr. Kamish played him last week, okay? Let me tell you something about this. People may not have paid attention. John put up a whopping 60-something points, then a whopping 40-something points, and then he said, against Kamish, I'm going to put up like 120. It is absolute bullcrap. I hate that. That was a victory for Kamish, and he got set up on that one. I did not love that. Red Solo Cup, he is 5-3, tied for the league lead. First in points allowed. That may have something to do with it. Let's just be fair there, okay? What does he need for fantasy salvation? He needs the stars to align, which so far I haven't seen it happen, but he needs James Robinson, Chuba Hubbard, Cam Akers. If one or two of those guys gets to be a starting back again, possibly the stars aligning for him. Other than that, I can't see this team with Khalil Herbert leading away, all right? Let's not go that far. In fantasy purgatory, we are going to stop the music, ladies and gentlemen. Stop the music, okay? Fantasy purgatory. I don't know if only one other person has lived in this land this year in fantasy purgatory. That was Mackenzie Mummy. Mackenzie Mummy was just living in no man's land, okay? This year right now, I'm pretty certain for the rest of the year, Kamish will be living in fantasy purgatory. That is chasing away the demons. He's doing his best to do it. He cannot do it. He's 3-5. The team he's got is just, I mean, he shopped Saquon Barkley all week. No one even wanted Saquon Barkley. It was tremendous. The only way he gets fantasy salvation is Barkley and Chase. Barkley and Chase. Barkley and Chase. Those guys got to show out. He has neither one of them this week. It's almost a guaranteed loss. Fantasy hell, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to fantasy hell. This is dark, okay? This is dark. In 11th place, he made it up one spot. In 11th place, that would be, can you dig it? 3-5, okay? 6 in points allowed. And what do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Just speak out loud. What do you think he needs for some fantasy salvation?
Another quarterback.
Anybody know?
Another quarterback.
Mucho dinero. Just give $50 to Kamish and you will be set. You will be set. $50 might buy your way to fantasy heaven, ladies and gentlemen. Might buy your way. Again, fantasy hell. One of the worst years I've ever seen not a defending champ, but a champion, a well-off a person of stature in this league. My wife, Dobbin Bullets, 2-6. It's an embarrassing team to look at. You look on paper, you think, oh, it might be good. It's terrible. 10th in points allowed. She's had a tough go of it. What is her fantasy salvation? I have no idea. Start with changing your name, okay? Running backs have been shot this year. You know, we take offense to people Dobbin Bullets, okay? J.K. Dobbins sucks this year too. So, like, you know, just erase all that, restart, get a nice clean sweep for that name. Bold predictions for this week. Again, Kamish is 8-4 on the year. 8-4. This might be his best year ever. Number 8 over number 2. So number 8, let the Saints say amen, over the Cheetah always wins. That's a tough, bold prediction, but I believe in it. I believe in it this month, or this week, sorry. And then I am going to take number 12, my wife this week, Dobbin Bullets. She's got to pull out a victory at some point. Bye week might have a little factor into this. Over, now you see me, now you don't. Guys, I haven't even looked at the scores from Thursday Night Football. Those are just genuine bold predictions. They might be stupid at this point, but I have no idea. I love where the league's at right now. Lots of competitive games, lots of places where we're doing well. Nobody's completely out of it, even though my wife is 2-6. 2-6, you win a couple games, you're right back in it. Lots of us bunched up, 5-3 top record. Great job to the league. You know, we much appreciated for people attending these Zooms. Adam Schefter behind me reporting on things. You know, let's have a good Sunday, guys. Get your chicken wings, get your beer, and let's do this thing. Signing off, Kamish.